Ugh. Okay, so this is like my third time trying to do this. First time, I totally botched it. I don't even know what I did. Second time, um, I was recording it with the camera facing not me, and it's like, what are you, a dummy? You're not using a selfie cam? No, no, I'm not. I'm sorry, I can't use it right now. It's not broken. It should be. Um, I just really, I really can't look at myself yet. But I'm trying to find a compromise on that right now by looking at you right now as though we're having a conversation, and I don't need to see myself. I don't see myself when I would be talking to you face to face, so I'll just trust that you're seeing everything okay. But no, I'm gonna tell you the real reason is that I don't. So I used to be, entertainer, as it were. Did theater and improv, and I was a pro wrestling ring announcer, and I did a lot of stuff. But the catch is that I was healthy and was able to put up a character to mask the family bullshit dynamic that I had to deal with, and there's a lot of trauma, that's that'll be addressed at another time. Um, but being sick for the last, 15 years, I've been hiding. I didn't, I've never went public and told people this is what I have and this is what I'm dealing with. Um, when I first started getting sick, I would share with a couple people close to me, but it wasn't like everyone needs to know. That was largely because of the way that, growing up, it's in your head, it's not real, you get over yourself and stuff like that. But that's good. That's for a later date. The point of me being here right now for you is this, and it's literally for you. I'm not able to do it the way I want to do it. I'll be honest with you. I wanted to come and make this big presentation and just be, to entertain you, tell you jokes, be silly, be funny. But since I got sick, all all I got left is my voice and authenticity. Um, I, you really can't lie very much when you're in pain all the time because it requires too much maintenance, man. Hell, I didn't even want to get in front of the camera because my hair looks like Ed Grimley, the Martin Short character, not Wilford Brimley, the diabetes guy. That's not what I'm talking about. I talk a lot funnier than I used to. I don't have the proper enunciation the way I would like to because of the pain. TMJ is what they say, but it's funny to me. My dad got that as one of his early diagnoses. He passed away when I was 13. He died of cancer on Father's Day in '94. I'll tell you more of that stuff more in depth later. I apologize right now. I'm just so one of the things I wanted to do here was share in hopes of drawing a following to be live, and then showing what isn't understood. They call it Todd's paralysis, but I fear it might be something else. What happens is I use too much energy, and then I start to talk in a real funny manner. If you're ever watched The Office, I talk like Kevin Malone when he decides he wants to save time, so he uses less words. Now, God, do I wish I could do that as a character. I can't even recreate it without it. And then unfortunately it leads to me being paralyzed from the neck down. I can't defend myself. I can't block anything that would be normally you know reflexive. I can't do it. And then it becomes like I'm like the bride in Kill Bill, where I'm just like trying to oil my toes, and that's rough. But then I'd come to learn that would probably upset a few people, especially what my idea was. Because if there's anything I learned about disabled people, we definitely have a dark sense of humor, because you have to laugh, man. I mean, for God's sakes, I gave myself the name of Triple H. Oh man. Uh, and look, you gotta laugh, and because there's no point in getting upset. I'm gonna share some things with you that might make you feel like it's upsetting, but I don't, and that's not the point. I'm sharing with you to kind of get it off my chest. I want to bring light to it, be funny about it. I don't want anything from you except what we're doing right now. Your time, my time is past in terms of when this is recorded, and don't. I am beyond lucky at this moment, and any moment you see me, because that means I'm alive. Okay, and right now I'm on 13 years, 7 months, and 6 days of bonus time. And I can tell you that when my heart stopped, it was the most amazing experience of my life. I have no fear or concerns or doubts when that time comes. It's the greatest experience ever, and I will share that with you too, but at a later date. I had so many different ways I wanted to introduce myself, and I have no. This isn't going to be promoted. This is just, you found this, cool, as between us, and I really like that, because I have no desire to be seen or to be popular. That's not what this is about. This is about a connection, and in this time and now, I really wish I was able to sit down and talk with you. And I'm not for everybody. I'm very heavy. I get very deep into things, and you might not agree with me, but I try to keep it to the core beliefs. For starters, I'm not about drama. You're never gonna hear me name dropping or name calling. I don't believe in doing ad hominems. If you have a good point, if you have a good argument, there's no reason to put down the other person or other side or whatever the case may be. I want to meet us where we're all at. We all need food, we all need shelter, and we all would like to be loved. I also like to believe that we have, this desire in common to be heard and to be understood. And I'll try my very best to share what I believe. I have this thing I tell people, is that I'll tell you what I believe. I'll tell you why I believe it. And it's my hope that the person I talk to is able to hear what I say. Hopefully have enough of the words and the capabilities to get those ideas out of the head, out the mouth, and into my ears so that I can understand. Now, I'll be honest, a lot of times I get discussions with people, and it gets down to because, and that's why, and I don't want to do that. Or you're an idiot, you're dumb, why do you believe that? That's why. It doesn't help anybody. It just like those self-help seminars where it's like everyone gets in a mass and a guy stands on the stage and tells you, you're special! And was compared to the guy next to me? Nah, really? That doesn't feel right. So I'm here just to tell you, thank you. You took time to hear me out. And just appreciate the world, man. Appreciate where you're at. Most of everything that's ever existed right now is gone, okay? And unlike me right now, you have the opportunity to change whatever's bothering you. Whatever's eating at you, you have the opportunity to make it right. And that doesn't mean everything. And I also want to convey something too. As I talk about the stuff that I deal with in life, I'm not belittling anything you're going through. Look, we all have our own experiences in life. We all have our own, crosses to bear, stones to carry, whatever the case may be. And hearing about my problems doesn't make your problems any easier or any better. And likewise. So that's not what we're here for. I'm just here to share with you. It may sound like it's crazy and stuff that you're unfamiliar with. And some of it you might say, that's nothing. I've been through worse. And I get that and I hear that. And you're awesome for managing to get through it all. I'm trying to. I can't even look at the camera right now. And this is a guy that used to be an entertainer, for God's sakes. The first video I made of this, and they sent out to a small group. It's kind of like a seed, I planted myself into like a little cup like the kids bring home from school, and I shared it to a couple close people. And then I then got a pot in terms of like opening a little wider friends and stuff. Excuse me. But then I got some great feedback, which is nice. But I felt that me like breaking down, because this is the furthest I've gotten. Okay, because every time I try to do this for you, I get all upset because this isn't how I wanted to do this. It's just a reminder of where I'm not, and that's not where I want to be. I could tell you about tomorrow, but tomorrow it's not real. Today is real. And tomorrow becomes today. It's a dragon you're forever chasing. So I'm going to ask that when another today comes for you and I to converse, I'm looking forward to that day. And if that day doesn't come, well, I'm still thankful for here and now. I mean, I had to take that stupid idea of, never look in the camera, like that's what you're not supposed to do when acting. A little trick, a little secret. I put something behind there on the TV so I can look through the camera, so I can almost look like I'm engaging. I've been hiding too long, and it's time for me to share. And I thank you for giving me the time to share. I want nothing more than that. I got nothing to sell you. I got nothing to offer you but my words. Don't want your money. Just want your time. Certainly don't want your pity. A few laughs would be nice. Until we meet again, friend.